Embrace the unknown. Do not be scared of the unknown. We've grown up in a society where, we usually have a lot of plans and we have like 2 year plans, 5 year plans. So we have like a fixed mindset of where our lives are supposed to be. So for something to happen in our lives that is sort of out of this plan can usually bring up a lot of fear in our lives. So we tend to shy away from the unknown, or we tend to put ourselves in situations where we don't jump into the unknown. We always want to kind of know where we're going or know what we're getting ourselves into. So this kind of creates a bit of a fear of the unknown because you never know what the unknown will bring. And if you really think about the unknown can bring positive or it can bring negative, right? However you want to see it. But I feel like in our societies, we're kind of programmed, or we're kind of nurtured to be scared of the unknown, and we're always supposed to have a plan or to have a clear idea of what comes next. But when we go down to the cracks of it and we're very honest with ourselves, we really don't know what's gonna happen next. The saying, no one knows tomorrow, for me is like true facts. We live our lives with assumptions that, okay, we're gonna live this long, or we're gonna go to school and then have this life in future, meet this person, and so on and so forth. But anything can happen at any single point, and that is the truth of reality. Even if more often than not, we all live like lives that kind of move, quote unquote, according to plan. The truth about it is every single moment, every single day is largely unknown. The sun will rise from the east and set in the west, of course, but how hot it's going to be, what the temperature is going to be like, which side of the bed you're going to wake up on, how you're going to wake up, it's actually unknown. And there's a lot of things that's happening that's unknown. What time exactly you're going to wake up, if say you don't have an alarm, how you're going to feel when you're going to wake up, at what point you're going to shower, what you're going to do first. All these things are all the unknown unfolding. So every single moment is the unknown unfolding. So in true honesty, we're always living into the unknown. And for me, the beauty about living is about embracing the unknown and not fearing it. When you fear the unknown, you tend to fix your life in a static pattern, and you don't grow. You become like a hamster in a hamster wheel, like a person running on a treadmill with a maybe a screen in front of them where the images are changing to make them feel like they're going somewhere, but they're actually still in the same place. Life for me is about growth. It's about expansion. It's about evolution, becoming more. And I love this saying. I think it's Bashar, channeled by Daranka, and he says, "The unknown is where you go to find more of yourself." If you look back on your life, maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, I bet you probably wouldn't have imagined you'd be where you're sitting right in this very moment, watching this video. The reality we live in is unpredictable, and it's our actions in sort of like in flux with other people's actions and everything that's going on that is allowing the unfolding to happen. And every moment we step into that unfolding of the unknown, we become more, we grow. But if we stay in, say, a pattern and a static rhythm, that's we predict our lives and we set it in such a way that we're just doing the same thing over and over again, then we don't get to have new experiences. New experiences come from the unknown. Old experiences and experiences that we've already had come from the known. It's like chewing gum till the flavor is out. Would you want to keep chewing it? If that's you too, fine. I can appreciate that if that's your reality and that's what you enjoy. But what I'm saying is life always has something new to give. It gives you a new experience, a gift. I guess this is what you call the present moment, the everlasting present moment that is always unfolding. And each second, each microsecond, each day, each minute, each hour, each week is unknown. And it's about embracing this unknown and not fearing it, and understanding that the unknown is where you find more of yourself. That is where you go to discover where you are made of. It's about going on an adventure, doing something new. Like if you have an idea and it's calling at your heart, taking that leap of faith, going along that path to discover what you're made of, to discover what you're capable of doing. Do not let fear hold you back. I think of fear like let's say you're moving, right, and you have a very large powerful fan in front of you that when it's turned on, it can prevent you from moving forward. So it's like blowing you back and you think you're moving but you're stuck in the same place. So if you can imagine fear that way, why would you put that fear behind you and let it take you forward? Because usually the thing that you're scared about or the fear that you have, it's imagined, right? So it's something that usually hasn't happened. If we're going to be honest, it hasn't really happened in reality. It's an imagination you're having about the future. And the thing usually a lot of times is that even when that thing happens, it's usually not 100% the way you imagine it. There will be a difference in its flavor. Of course, the more you fix your mind to it and you're focused on it and you let it be your vibration, it will turn out the way you imagine it, because we are creators of our reality. But most of the time, the thing that we fear in this very moment, the fear that we are experiencing about, say, the future, usually is an illusion because we're creating it in our imagination in this very moment. And I just want to make it clear that I'm talking about fear in a different way. I'm not talking about maybe say that instinctual fear when you meet, say, a wild animal, let's say a grizzly bear in that moment, and your body reacts to it out of fear. That kind of evolutionary conditioned signal that tells your nerves to like run or fight or so on and so forth. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the kind of fear about the future that we create, that we live in and we become kind of addicted to. It seems like it's a chronic thing happening in our society, that we fear to take a leap of faith, we fear to take a chance, we fear to dive into the unknown because we fear what will happen. And it seems like we've been conditioned to usually think like the worst is gonna happen. But the thing is, if this is the vibration you're staying in and these are the thoughts you're having, and that is how you relate to the future and to the unknown, then that becomes the story you tell to yourself, and that becomes your belief system, and that becomes the actions you take. So that same fear about the unknown now plays into your actions by preventing you from taking a step into the unknown. But that step into the unknown could be what may bring you exactly the thing that your heart desires. If you don't enter or walk the path that has been unpaved, you will not discover the new. You will just be repeating what you've done over and over and over again. And then life becomes boring and life can become depressing and so on and so forth. And I feel these feelings of depression and like boredom and angst that come with the repetition of the old is just a side effect of life becoming static. We live in an everlasting, flowing, infinite field of vibration that is always moving. Anything that becomes static or rigid dies. So that depression is basically sort of like going into that state of slowly dying because you are not unpacking the new. You're not unpacking the present which has been given to you, because that present is unknown, and to experience it fully is to step into the unknown, is to embrace the unknown. Do not fear the unknown. It's not going to hurt you because you are the unknown ultimately. You are everything. You are the seen and the unseen. You are a manifestation of the source energy, right? In your unique form. You are just a wave in the infinite ocean of all waves. You look and feel unique and different because you're a unique frequency. But just as you're a unique frequency and I'm a unique frequency, we are all part of the infinite field of the one. So everything you experience, The known and the unknown, they're all part of you. So embrace it. Know that it's not going to harm you. Know that any challenge that you face is one that is there to help you evolve, to become a bigger, better, and a more advanced version of yourself. And you will not experience anything that you cannot handle because you're capable of magnificent feats that you will not discover until you step into the unknown. The unknown will grow you. The unknown will save you. The unknown will expand you. The unknown will let you meet more of yourself. The unknown will let you discover what you're made of, what you're capable of, and it will let you continue your work of expansion, the work of becoming more. So do not fear it. Embrace the unknown because that's where more of you is. If you decide to stay with the known and keep living a static life, repeating it on and on and on and on, you're going to stay the same and you miss out on the new gifts that life will present you, the new opportunities, the new challenges, the new versions of yourself. You know, you know, at the end of this earthly reality, this time in this earthly reality, is death at the end, or should I say, yeah, mortality is death at the end. So you leave the physical form. That is guaranteed. So from the time from birth to that period, there's so many unknowns that can be lived. And life for me is about living. It's about living. So if you have anything on your heart that has been on your heart for so long that you felt that you always wanted to do, it keeps coming back to you. It keeps coming back to you, but fear is what's stopping you. I'm here to tell you that do not fear and move forward with it because whatever is coming to you, whatever intuition, whatever feeling you're having to go onto that path, even though you don't know what's gonna happen, that message that you're receiving is coming from your higher self. It's coming from source energy that is guiding you towards your purpose. That is guiding you towards living the life you came here to live, the life of joy, the life of fun. You know, ultimately it's about joy and fun and living your life fully. So do not get stuck in your old ways out of fear of the unknown. Embrace the unknown and live it fully, live it in trust, knowing that everything will be fine. Because even when you die, you don't really die. You your spirits. So you're back, you're always spirit. You're your spirit having this human experience. So you never actually left spirit. We're having this thing we're experiencing, this human experience is like a virtual reality we experience. It's like a simulated reality. So you can't die, you know. You ultimately what you are does not know death. Birth and living the 3D reality as a human being, that death are cycles of each other, and life is eternal. Know that you're eternal and you're supported by angels, spirit guides, spirit team, your ancestors, your higher self. You're supported by source energy itself. And when you walk in your path and you walk in the path of the unknown and you embrace it and you listen to the call of your heart, you will have a great life. Do not fear the unknown. There's nothing there that will hurt you. There's only more of yourself to discover in the unknown. This is the message I have for you today. I hope it's brought you something, it's brought you some food for thought. I hope it's brought you some energy, or it's brought you at least something to think about, you know, to help you on your journey. Thank you for liking, for commenting, for subscribing, and for sharing this with people. And as always, have a pleasant, beautiful day and step into the unknown. Embrace it, step into it with confidence, with joy, and with trust that everything will be okay. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.